Have you been checking your mailbox and bank account more frequently lately, wondering if the Social Security Administration has finally announced the breakthrough that millions of seniors have been waiting for? What if I told you that the celebration time for America's seniors is officially starting now, and the SSA has just made an announcement that could put $5,500 directly into your bank account through 2 separate direct deposits this June? Are you ready to discover how this incredible development could transform your financial situation if you're receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI benefits, and why deposit cards are being mailed out to ensure every eligible recipient gets their fair share? Make sure to subscribe to our channel right now and hit that notification bell because the information we're sharing today could be the most important financial news you'll hear all year, and you don't want to miss any updates about these life-changing payments coming your way. The Social Security Administration's recent announcement represents what many financial experts are calling the most significant benefit enhancement in decades, and the timing couldn't be more perfect for seniors who have been struggling with rising costs and inflation pressures that have been eating away at their fixed incomes. When we break down this $5,500 figure, we're looking at a 2-part direct deposit system that's been carefully designed to maximize the impact for recipients, while ensuring that the funds reach every eligible person regardless of their banking situation or current payment method. The first direct deposit component is structured to provide immediate relief to recipients who have been waiting for substantial assistance. This portion of the $5,500 total represents what SSA officials are describing as an emergency enhancement payment that takes into account the cumulative financial pressures that seniors have faced over recent months. The calculation methodology behind this first payment incorporates not just standard cost of living adjustments, but also retroactive provisions that acknowledge the gap between current benefit levels and the actual cost of living that seniors are experiencing in communities across America. The second direct deposit is being positioned as a stability enhancement payment, designed to provide longer-term financial security for recipients. This isn't simply a duplicate of the first payment, but rather a separate calculation that addresses different aspects of senior financial needs. The SSA has indicated that this second deposit will be processed within the same month as the first, creating a dual payment scenario that could provide recipients with unprecedented financial relief in a condensed timeframe. What makes this announcement particularly exciting for seniors is the comprehensive nature of the eligibility criteria. Traditional Social Security recipients, who have worked and contributed to the system throughout their careers, are naturally included in this enhancement program. However, the SSA has made it clear that this isn't just limited to traditional retirees. The inclusion of all Social Security recipients means that surviving spouses, disabled workers, and other categories of beneficiaries will also receive these enhanced payments. SSI recipients are specifically mentioned in the SSA's announcement, which represents a significant policy shift. Supplemental Security income recipients often face unique challenges because their benefits are typically lower than traditional Social Security payments, and they frequently encounter more restrictive eligibility requirements for various assistance programs. The fact that SSI recipients are being treated equally in this enhancement program suggests a more unified approach to senior financial support that recognizes the universal nature of current economic pressures. SSDI recipients represent another crucial group that's been explicitly included in this payment structure. Social Security disability insurance recipients often find themselves in particularly challenging situations because their disability-related expenses can be substantial while their benefit amounts remain fixed. The inclusion of SSDI recipients in this $5,500 enhancement program acknowledges the additional financial burdens that come with managing disabilities while living on government benefits. The deposit card component of this announcement is generating considerable interest among recipients who may not have traditional banking relationships or who prefer alternative payment methods. The SSA's decision to mail deposit cards to eligible recipients represents a recognition that not all beneficiaries have access to traditional direct deposit services. These cards will function similarly to debit cards, allowing recipients to access their funds at ATMs, make purchases, and withdraw cash as needed. The logistics of mailing deposit cards to millions of recipients represents a substantial undertaking for the SSA. The agency has indicated that these cards will be mailed to the addresses currently on file for each recipient, which means it's crucial for beneficiaries to ensure their address information is current and accurate. Recipients who have moved recently or who have had mail delivery issues should contact the SSA immediately to verify their mailing addresses. The timing of these June deposits is particularly significant because it coincides with what many economists are describing as a critical period for senior financial stability. Summer months often bring increased expenses for seniors, including higher utility costs for cooling, increased medication expenses, and often deferred maintenance on homes and vehicles that becomes more urgent during warmer weather. The availability of these enhanced payments during June could provide the financial flexibility needed to address these seasonal expenses. Banking institutions across the country are reportedly preparing for what could be the largest single-month influx of government benefit payments in recent history. The coordination required to process millions of direct deposits simultaneously, combined with the distribution of deposit cards, represents a logistical challenge that requires careful planning and execution. Recipients are being advised to monitor their accounts closely during the expected deposit period and to contact their banks if they notice any unusual delays or processing issues. The economic impact of these payments extends far beyond individual recipients and their immediate families. When seniors receive substantial benefit enhancements, that money typically flows directly into local economies within days of receipt. Seniors tend to be immediate spenders of benefit payments, using the funds for essential expenses like groceries, medications, utilities, and housing costs. This means that the $5,500 being distributed to millions of recipients could generate billions of dollars in economic activity at the community level. Healthcare considerations are particularly important when discussing these enhanced payments. Many seniors have been deferring medical care, dental work, and prescription medications due to financial constraints. The availability of these substantial payments could mean that recipients will finally be able to address health issues that have been neglected due to cost concerns. This could have positive ripple effects not just for individual recipients, but for the healthcare system as a whole as seniors receive preventive care that could prevent more costly emergency interventions later. Housing stability represents another area where these payments could make a transformative difference. Many seniors are spending disproportionate amounts of their income on housing costs, and some are facing difficult decisions about whether they can afford to remain in their current homes. The additional financial resources provided by these enhanced payments could help seniors maintain stable housing situations, make necessary home repairs, or even consider housing options that better meet their changing needs. The verification process for these enhanced payments is designed to be as straightforward as possible for recipients. Unlike many government programs that require extensive applications and documentation, these payments are intended to reach eligible recipients automatically based on their existing benefit status. However, recipients should be prepared to verify their identity if contacted by SSA representatives, and they should be aware that legitimate government agencies will never ask for sensitive information like social security numbers or banking details through unofficial channels. Scam prevention becomes particularly important during periods when benefit changes are being implemented. Unfortunately, criminals often target seniors during times when government payments are in the news, attempting to steal personal information or money through fraudulent schemes. Recipients should remember that the SSA will never call requesting immediate payment of fees or personal information, and any suspicious communications should be reported to appropriate authorities immediately. Financial planning opportunities arise when recipients receive substantial benefit enhancements like these. Seniors who have been operating under tight budget constraints may find themselves with significantly more financial flexibility, which presents opportunities to make strategic decisions about debt reduction, emergency fund establishment, or addressing long-deferred expenses. However, it's also important to consider the potential impact of these payments on overall financial situations, including tax implications and effects on other benefits. Tax considerations become relevant when recipients receive large benefit payments within a single tax year. Depending on overall income levels and current tax situations, these enhanced payments could potentially affect tax liability for some recipients. Seniors with complex financial situations or those who are close to income thresholds for various programs may want to consult with tax professionals who understand senior tax issues and benefit interactions. The deposit card system being implemented as part of this program offers several advantages for recipients who may not have traditional banking relationships. These cards typically offer more flexibility than traditional paper checks, allow for easier access to funds, and can be used for online purchases and automatic bill payments. Recipients who receive deposit cards should familiarize themselves with the terms and conditions. including any fees associated with card usage and the locations where cards can be used without additional charges. Looking ahead, the implementation of this enhanced payment program could signal broader changes in how the SSA approaches benefit distribution and recipient support. The success of this dual direct deposit system, combined with the deposit card distribution, could influence future benefit enhancement programs and payment methods. Recipients should stay informed about ongoing developments and policy changes that could affect their benefits in the months and years ahead. The celebration time for seniors is indeed starting now, but it's important for recipients to approach these developments with both enthusiasm and practical preparation, ensuring that personal information is current with the SSA, understanding the potential impacts of these payments on overall financial situations, and maintaining awareness of official communications will help seniors maximize the benefits of this program while protecting themselves from potential complications or fraudulent schemes. Preparation for receiving these enhanced payments should include reviewing current banking arrangements, considering how the additional funds might be best utilized, and ensuring that all necessary documentation and contact information is readily available. Recipients should also consider discussing these payments with family members or trusted advisors who help with financial planning or decision-making. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you're always the first to know about important updates regarding Social Security, SSI, SSDI benefits, and other financial news that could impact your retirement income. Your financial future depends on staying informed about these crucial developments.